how did this happen? I went to sleep and I woke up in the country of Myanmar. It took a little longer than that, about 24 hours crossing from Chicago to Beijing and then down here to Yangon. Got in about 2 o'clock in the morning and here I am wide awake at 6 o'clock. Well, kind of wide awake, but I just couldn't believe what the difference a few hours can make. Here I am in the city of Yangon with about 5 million people. They're wide awake and up and bustling around, getting ready for the day. And we're on the beginning of an incredible mission trip. I want you to see just what all is going and happening around here.
I guess the best place to start is with breakfast. Here you go, sticky rice and beans. Chapatis, all kinds of deep fried goodies. Right off the street. And for dessert, there's a huge variety of bananas, plus an incredible assortment of beautiful tropical fruits.
The food is really great here. But the real reason we're here is the people. The country has 54 million, and 40 million of those are Buddhists. Then there's 49 completely unreached tribes. That just overwhelms my mind. I'm walking these streets. I'm thinking about what it must be like to live without the knowledge of the Father, without knowing anything about the Jesus who died for them. They're just walking through the streets of Yangon and through other cities. Businessmen and women, government workers, monks, and they're out in the countryside too. Just so many poor people. I mean, this is the country that was so devastated just this year by incredible floods, covering millions of rice paddies and washing away entire villages. And yet everywhere I see these beautiful, incredible temples. There's golden lions. There's everywhere I look, there's people making merits and monks and nuns who devote themselves to doing this. Why? Why? They really hope to escape suffering. Many are just young children. The temple and the life with the nuns and the monks, I guess it's their best shot at education. So many hours are being spent. So much money is being spent. And so much is simply done because it's their only hope for trying to escape suffering, either in this life or in some of the many lives to come. That's why we're here. That's why we came on this mission trip. We want to show the love of their Creator God through medical and dental help. We want to preach the gospel so they can understand and give their lives to the God who loves them so much. Now here we are in Tanggu. We've driven 4 hours north of Yangon. This is the city where the Central Myanmar Mission of Seventh-day Adventists has its headquarters. And they've been planning this event for so long. There are people just waiting in line for a medical clinic. You have to meet our incredible team. There's Dr. Muscala. He's come from Bangladesh, where he's been a missionary for 17 years, working with the poorest of the poor. I love his amazing stories. He shares them during the health talks and with the workers. Paralyzed people walking, even a dead boy coming to life. His passion is so contagious. Oh, and then there's Dr. Steve Chang, another dentist from California. He's doing mission trips all the time. I'm so glad he can help this one. And Daniel and Raphael, they're from Europe, doctors, both of them. And now Raphael, she's learning how to pull teeth from Dr. Chang. And then there's Dr. Ken and his nurse wife, Audrey, their special little boy, Kalen. Dr. Ken and the others, they're doing a lot of health talks, both for the public nightly meetings, but then also for the ASAP workers training. Then Raymond from Norway, he doesn't have medical background, but he's filled right in as the new optometrist, fitting people up with reading glasses. And Annie too, she's a nurse, she helps in the clinic, but she's all over the place, off with the group that goes to the school, bumping along on a motorcycle, or in the back of the truck, a little mission school where the children are so excited to have an education, and especially to learn about Jesus. They had so much fun together. Janelle from Australia and Jennifer from Texas are the mainstay of this children's program. Every day their excitement's boiling over as they take off to tell Bible stories and do crafts and who knows what else, because I haven't got to go yet. I'm busy right here with Steve and Eric and Mark and Joynine from Michigan. We're working with the church planters and medical missionaries, training them, but we'll have to tell you about that more at another time. Stephen has been such a huge help planning all the details of this trip. But the big event for me, this is the 10-night evangelistic series. I am so thrilled to be telling people God's story from beginning to end who've never known about him. The team of workers has been teaching the Bible, doing medical work, visiting all over the place, getting the people ready for these meetings. And they're so special to work with. Pastor Ngal is the president here. Pastor Isaiah is my translator. Mighty workers for God. Oh, and lots of singing every night, and health talks too. Well, we're headed out for the baptism now. They've selected a quiet river, and people are piling into trucks and onto motorcycles to get there. Everybody's so excited. 52 people have made their decisions to give themselves totally to Jesus. Can you believe it? They're children who've come every night with perfect attendance. They're ladies and men, even elderly men who have found their hope in Jesus and is soon coming. The small girls are just smiling so big. And that father, he's so proud of his son's decision. And it turns out the elderly man, he used to be a monk. A church planter studied with him, and now he's taken him right into his own home because he had no other place to go. That's so beautiful. It's especially fun when we get to see the ASAP-sponsored workers and the ones who've gotten baptized. That's a thrill. Know that some of you who are listening have sponsored them so they can do this work, and there is huge, huge dividends, huge results. Just look at these people, person after person. Down the line, they each have a story. They each have a joy to tell. And in heaven, wow, there's got to be incredible rejoicing today. Well, the baptisms are over. The new members have all received a Bible. The church members have taken their stand and said, we will be committed to helping them be discipled and keep them growing. I guess the work of our team is done. And after a long Sabbath, we're just sitting around waiting to drive back to Yangon and then off to our own homes tomorrow. Not sure we're ready to go. I hate to leave all these special people. But before we go, we'll take some time to reflect a little more on the difference it's made for all of us. Whether you can go on a mission trip with us sometime, or you reach out to the people that are just in your own neighborhood, whatever it is, I hope you've been inspired today to reach the world ASAP.